Rec Room used to be the gold standard for social VR. It was charming, accessible, and it felt like a community. But as we move through 2026, the charm is actually fading. What used to be a fun hangout has transformed in a buggy, overpriced, and often a toxic environment. Today we're looking at the state of Rec Room and why it's honestly still bad. The biggest issue is the mobile first mentality. To make the game run on every smartphone and older headsets, the graphics and physics have stayed stagnant. We're seeing the most bugs ever because the developers are trying to bridge the gap between a high-end PC and a 5-year-old smartphone. Instead of pushing VR forward, Rec Room feels like it's holding itself back, just to cast the widest net possible. Let's talk about the rec economy, because this is where the greed becomes undeniable. Back in the day, play a few matches of paintball felt rewarding. You could actually save up for the jacket you wanted. Now the free-to-play experience is a joke. You're capped on one reward box per day, and most of them aren't even tokens anymore. You're likely to get consumables, like a pizza, donuts, whatever. Items that vanish after one use. If a new outfit costs about 1,000 tokens, 10,000 tokens, around that, and your average box without Rec Room Plus, 20 tokens, you have to play for months just for one hoodie. And don't forget the RR Plus paywall. Rec Room Plus used to be optional, now it's a requirement to even participate. Creators face a massive 30% seller's tax. You can't even cash out your hand-earned tokens for real money unless you pay monthly $7.99 subscription fee. They even added 2 times token multipliers for subscribers, essentially telling free players their time is worth exactly half as much. The end of the engagement rewards. As of early 2026, they've largely phased out engagement rewards. For creators focusing only on commenters, this means it's if you make a cool free room that everyone loves, you get almost nothing. But if you make a low-effort cash grab room with microtransactions, you're the priority. They've turned a social playground into a high-pressure digital mall. One of the worst changes is the new UI. Rec Room used to have buttons you could actually press. It felt physical, like you were really there. Now every menu is a flat 2D window that looks cheap, like a mobile website floating in front of you. It's slowly, and it's laggy, and it's clearly designed for someone to type in on a phone screen, not for using VR controllers. It's really hard to navigate for some players, and it has stripped away the game's personality. When you open your watch now, you don't feel like a character in a world. You feel like you're browsing a setting menu on a table. They trade immersion for a cross-platform convenience. And the VR players are the ones to suffer for it. Rec Room used to have a very specific look, the Rec Room style. Everything was simple, chunky, and cohesive. But lately, the game has been having a massive identity crisis. They keep introducing items and full-body avatar options that look like they belong in a completely different game. We're seeing hyper-realistic textures mixed with the classic cartoon avatars, and it looks uncanny. Instead of doubling down on the style that they made them famous, they're chasing trends and trying to look like every other metaverse app. When everything is a mishmash of different art styles, the game loses its soul. It doesn't feel like Rec Room anymore, it feels like a folder of random greedy ad sets thrown together to see what sells. At the end of the day, we don't complain about Rec Room because we hate it. We complain because we've seen what it can be. It's a platform with the most powerful creative tools in VR, and a community that has spent years building incredible things, but right now it feels like the players are doing all the heavy lifting, while the developers are busy counting tokens. Rec Room is at a crossroad. They can continue down this path, prioritizing mobile clicks, flat menus, and uncanny avatars, or they can listen to the community that put them on the map in the first place, fix the UI, balance the economy, and bring back the soul of VR. But I want to hear from you. Is Rec Room still your home in VR? Or is it just another app taking up space on your headset? If you're tired of this direction the game is heading, drop a comment down below and let's get in a discussion. Maybe, just maybe, they'll actually listen this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully, in a better version of the game.